Welcome to Reality is Undefeated. I'm Matt Gatewood. Thank you for tuning in. Listen, man, the problem in the black community has never been single parents. It has always been single parents who never wanted kids. Because, see, when a person who didn't want kids either is that irresponsible, that in love with someone, or that influenced by people around them to have a child that they never wanted in the first place, and then they get left alone with that child becomes a constant reminder of that bad decision. And when things get difficult, everything gets taken out on that child that they never wanted, that's always there to remind them that they're there, that they have to be provided for. See, when a person who's single and decides to have a child that they actually want, that child still gets the love from that person. And even when things get difficult, that child is never looked at as unwanted. That child is never looked at as being a burden. And we have to differentiate between the single mothers and fathers who wanted kids and single mothers and fathers who didn't want kids. Because there's a lot of people that are having kids, whether they were ready to have the child or not, whether or not they prepared properly to have the kid or not. If they actually want the kid, they're going to put their best foot forward, give their best effort at giving that child everything that they possibly can in life, well-rounded, okay? They're going to put the best effort forward in making sure that child has both parents in their lives. They're going to do all of that. But when you don't want the kid, that's when the child gets used as a pawn. That's when the child gets, abused. That's when the child gets neglected. And we have to differentiate between the two. Because we have some outstanding mothers out there, outstanding fathers out there that are doing it by themselves. Yet they're, getting hit with the negative image of the mothers and fathers that you see on the news, leaving children in hot cars, drowning children, deleting their children by other means, abusing their children. And see, when we read those stories, and then we read stories about all the crimes being taking place, and these offenders, when they get locked up and they tell their stories, a lot of them have the same stories. Getting kicked out the house at this age. Their mother didn't want them. Their father didn't want them. A lot of these women walking the streets, kicked out the house at a young age because their mother didn't want them. Their father didn't want them. They were never wanted in their lives. Those people couldn't wait till they got 18 to get them up out of there. It's a lot of people that are not prepared with both parents in their home to go out into the world and make an impact yet. They simply weren't given the tools, mentally, emotionally, yet alone, education-wise, whether that's in schools or hands-on learning. A lot of young people don't have the tools to go out there. And then you have these parents who can't wait for these kids to get 18 because it's been the last worst 18 years of their lives, struggling all 18 years and all of that. And as soon as they hit 18, they kick them right out the house. Not only does that child not have the tools as the same kids who had both parents who were wanted, that child don't even have the love that person has going out into the world. It's no wonder we see them on the streets, on drugs, on stripper poles, on blades, on some dumb shit. It's no wonder. But like I say, don't put that on every single parent. Put that on the single parents who did not want kids and were not responsible enough to protect themselves from having kids they never wanted. It's a big difference. I know some single parents that did amazing. Some young men and women that grew up with single parents that are doing amazing. Boy, that love showed in their house. That love showed in their house. And then it's the ones on the contrary. We know how it go, man. But anyhow, just wanted to give y'all that quick message, man.